Yeah, yeah.
Oh, come.
What's going on, Hebrew?
All
So,
right.
yes. All right. Shalom, Yabashim Yashim. Good to have
Yeah.
you on, man.
Uh, oh, right. Hmm.
Yeah, I left my stuff too, man. My book bag.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you've seen them.
Lucky. Can you hear me, sir?
Can I hear you just fine?
Okay, I jammed up there for a minute.
Nah, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I heard what you were saying when it went out. Yeah, it's in the
Okay.
back. I got it.
Yeah. Yeah, I left a few items, man. I'm gonna try to see if I can grab them. I know we got the hurricane coming through, the tropical storm.
Right.
Yeah, so that kind of shut things down. But I mean, what y'all doing this weekend, man? Yeah, y'all shooting up to the O. Why you laughing? This nigga. Nah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm about to holler at you. You know what I mean?
All
Right.
right. God, no sweat, no sweat. But
Yeah.
if not, man, I'll try to find some way to.
Yeah, no, because like I saw it, I was like, man, that's Kazak stuff, your stuff. I can
Yeah,
his stuff, but he down here, so he was able to get it yesterday. So everything, everybody's
right.
stuff, man.
These at the time of their life, huh? You niggas eat that Popeye, they forget about everything, boy.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right,
Shoot.
right. Popeye put you in a trance. Yes,
You
sir.
can do whatever you like.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all, ain't nothing, you know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like everybody thinks if you come in the truth, you can't have fun. You can't, you know what I mean, be happy.
Right.
You can't get that in the third. We have in the truth, we have more fun. I might be an
Nah.
echo. That
Yo, you got
me?
an echo?
Hmm. Okay, how do I do? Okay, wait. I'm not watching this on YouTube, am I? Hold on. Oh, keep doing that. Okay. Okay. I think I will. All right. That should be better. Good.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, that's much better. Yeah, I had the
Okay.
YouTube also. So okay. All right.
God. But yeah, man, I feel what you're saying. I think you was breaking some of that down last night as well too during the scripture breakdown class. You know what I'm saying? Which was very heavy class. You know what I'm saying? You were dropping it with you and Austin Itazar, which is true, man. You know, it seems like you have more fun when you in the truth. To be real, you know what I'm saying? You go to different cities, different states,
Yeah.
meet
Yeah.
different people. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
come.
God, it's a blessing, man. You know, if you
Yeah.
view it that way. But it's about that Tizan. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get it rocking and rolling, man. Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Brakathum. Yahweh Shamar Alathan Bashem Yahushua's precinct officer Thawashab of the Isupk. Started 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Jenna Yohana. And since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of the Bible. Right? The truth is out online, is out on the media, on Sports Center, on the music industry, because this truth is getting out, but we've been teaching it since 1969, man. You know what I'm saying? So every Tuesday, man, it's the Brotherhood class. In Orlando, we broadcast live at the Hart Memorial Library from 6:30 to 8:30. That's every Tuesday, 6:30 to 8:30, man. If you in the Central Florida area, come on by. Listen, I don't even care if you got a Hebrew name. Come through. Kick it with your boy. You know what I'm saying? If you're new to the school, you want to learn about the truth, come on by and get your questions answered directly, man. You know what I'm saying? I got the heavy hitter with me, man, the strong brother in the ICPK, Austin the Shot, out in West Palm Beach. Give it up, give it up, give it up. All right, all right. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be holding it down with me. I got the link in the chat, the YouTube chat. If anybody would like to join the YouTube, to join the live, to join the stream, brother or sister. You dig what I'm saying? Just click the link. It's all good. You can click the link. I don't care where you at, what state, what city. If you want to just have it more direct rather than just typing on the keyboard and all of that in the chat, you know, you can feel free to click on the link. It'll be no problem at all. You know what I'm saying? If you're not able to, it's no sweat. I understand, but got the link in the YouTube chat. Feel free to click on it. Make sure you like and share. Also, the sign-in sheet for new brothers and sisters as well is in the YouTube chat. Click on that link. All right. As usual, we'll start out with questions. If you have any, Austin the Shock be helping y'all brothers out. You know what I'm saying? Fill it in for Captain Shavor, breaking it down every Monday, scripture breakdown. You know what I'm saying? The brother do a hell of a job. I'm sure he answered all y'all questions yesterday. But if you have any more lingering around, feel free to ask. If you don't, you already know. We'll jump into our topic. I'll give y'all some time, all right? All right, big up to everybody in the chat. See y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'll be seeing some consistent names on this chat, man. Big up to y'all for real. Everybody on here, man. You know, you could be doing anything on this Tuesday night. You know, life be so hectic. You be preoccupied with so many things, man. To cut out a little bit of your time to give it to the Most High, man, that says a lot. You know what I'm saying? This is the only place where you're going to learn your identity, learn your nationality, learn the truth that your oppressor is trying to cancel. This is the only place where you're going to learn it at, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's very vital to come to class. If you don't come to class, you are not growing. All right? If you're not learning, you're not growing. There's always something new to learn, no matter how many classes you've been to. You know what I'm saying? No matter how long you had your Hebrew name. Always come to class and learn something new. You know what I'm saying? Take down some notes. You know what I'm saying? This is a class. This is a school. I'm not going to prophesy to you. Well, I am prophesying, but I ain't going to do it like how your preacher is doing. I ain't going to speak in tongues to you. I ain't going to say shabba blah 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 and scream and play some music. And I'm not going to do that. I'm going to break down some scriptures, give y'all some history, give y'all some articles, do all the things that these brothers before me have gave it unto me. And that's the same way I'm going to give it unto you, all right? So make sure you come to class, all right, y'all? So big up to everybody who's consistent. The brother said, I'd like to join, but I'm going to be starting a Brotherhood class soon. Okay, big up, man. I see you was in Albany. Shalom, warrior, Most High in Christ. No sweat. If you like to join, click on the link, and then until you have to start your Brotherhood class. If you have the time to do so, you can go right ahead. But if not, you know, feel free to listen in. You know what I'm saying? You know, we all teaching the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's in Florida, if it's in Albany, New York, California, across the seas in the UK, we all one body teaching the same thing. All right. All right. So, you got fam in Orlando. Oh man, Most High in Christ, man. You already know. You're more than welcome to stop by, man. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you make that plan, you know what I'm saying? Contact the Florida school, get my number, and we get everything rocking and rolling, man. Everything in order, right? Most High in Christ. All right. So, what you think, the shop? Let's go ahead and get it rocking.
Come.
All right. So, as I can see, based on the title, what the topic gonna be today, right? The topic is Christianity / religions. Should we follow it? And when I say we, I mean Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians will make up the 12 tribes of Israel. All right. Big up. Also, your highs are out in Tampa. Most High Christ. Glad you can make it, warrior. Shalom, your thumb. Is that Awesome Magazar with you?
Come.
All right, Most High Christ. Big up Awesome Magazar in the building. Is doing it up out in Tampa. Go ahead and let them know what you be where you be teaching at in Tampa.
Okay, we had 4711 North Central Avenue, at the Seminole Heights Library, room 220.
There you have it. All right. So if you in Tampa and if you're tired of hurricanes blowing your house down and you want to figure out what to do so the next hurricane don't blow your house down, learn from Officer Yahiza. He might give you the spirit and the protection of the Most High through these scriptures. All right. So make sure you tune into his class. You know what I'm saying? Go to that library and learn directly from a priest, not from your pastor. All right. So if anybody got no questions, I'll continue with the topic. Like I stated, anybody got questions? No?
Wow.
All right. So like I stated, the topic is Christianity / religions. Should we follow it? Should we follow religion? Should we follow Catholic? Should we follow Muslims or Islam? Should we follow Buddhist, Judaism, Christianity? What else? Baptists? All the religions that you have heard about throughout the earth, right? And like I stated, when I mentioned we, I'm talking about so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, right? The reason why I'm singling them out because we make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We are the Israelites according to the Bible, right? This is who we descend from through our bloodline, right? So when we read the Bible and we read about the story of Moses and read about the story of Ezekiel and read about Daniel and all the great prophets that's written of in this Bible, guess what? It's only talking about one specific group. Right, and that's one thing we're gonna mention out here in tonight's class as well too. Right, the church or religion will make it that the Bible is a universal book, a book for all races that everybody can enjoy and everybody can read. Well, according to the Bible itself, that is not true. Right, according to the Bible, and if you read it for yourself, right, it'll tell you who is it specifically for. It's for the Israelites. Now, you might ask, who are the Israelites today? Right? Everybody's trying to figure out who are the Israelites today. There's an uproar going on, a whole controversy on the national media, on the news, on Sports Center, on social media about who are the real Jews, who the Jews really are. You know what I'm saying? All throughout history, people have been wondering, who are the Jews? Who are the Israelites? Right? According to the Bible and the prophecies that's written up in the Bible, it all points towards so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Right? The only people that's left without an identity in 2022 on this earth. The only people that's left without a homeland, culture, heritage, a language. We are the only people that's left without an identity. Every other nation has an identity. They got a government. They got a land with borders. They got an army. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and indigenous people, we are the only one that don't have that God-given right. You know what I'm saying? A right to our own land and to our own freedom. You know why? Because the prophecies that's written in the book foretold what would happen to the children of Israel if they did not keep the commandments. And one of those commandments being following other gods, right? So let's get that in Exodus 20:2 real quick. Let's read that commandment. I also left my notes there too, Austin Shock. I'm freestyling today, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like one of them rappers, man. I ain't got my rhyme book, you know what I'm saying? Freestyling. Let's get Exodus 20:2.
Concept. The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Who did God bring out of the land of Egypt? Who is that? Go ahead.
The Israelites.
The Israelites. He said, I am your God. He didn't say I'm everybody's God. He said, I am the God of the people that I brought out of Egypt. And the people that God brought out of Egypt is the Israelites. This is who this book is pertaining to. This is who he is the power of. He is the power of so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who make up the 12 tribes of Israel. He is our God. You get what I'm saying? And he chose us to be a special people on this earth. So when we read these commandments and when we read the Bible, know that it's only referring to one group on this earth. Right? Read on.
Come. Exodus 20:2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of Egypt. It's like it. Which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the where?
The house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. We suffered hard bondage in Egypt, man. They made us slaves and made us build Pharaoh treasure cities, man. The pyramids, the Sphinx, the statues of the pharaohs, all those was built by slaves, man. We think that Egypt is so great and all of that stuff, so we run and follow behind their religion. Religions like Kemet, religions like Ma'at and all of that stuff, Egyptology. You know what I'm saying? When there was nothing great about Egypt. The success that Egypt got back in the ancient times is the same way America got his success in modern times. And that is through slavery, man. Right? We were in the house of bondage, and the Lord is speaking directly to us. Read on.
Come on, verse Exodus 20:3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
You should do what?
Have no other gods before me.
What is the commandment again, the shot?
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Now, here is the issue that lies with religion. The problem is there is so many multiple gods that you follow within your religions, and none of it align with the God of the Bible. None of it aligns with the God of the Bible, right? You have religions where they made Sunday the day of worship, when that's not found in the Bible. You have religions that will tell you that Jesus was born on December 25th. That's not found in the Bible. There's religions out there that tell you that you're Egyptians, that Arabs are your brothers, that we have to meditate and do all of this stuff. Well, guess what? When you join these religions, all you're doing is worshiping other gods and other idols. That's all you're doing. It's nothing but idol worship, because none of those gods exist. Because none of those gods was around when you was in bondage in Egypt. None of them was freeing you in that time. And guess what? Here in 2022, none of them is freeing you now. Right? We've been in the church since we came here on the slave ships. Since we came here through the transatlantic slave trade, we've been practicing Christianity. Hell, the number one religion in Haiti, guess what it is, the number one religion in Haiti? If somebody can guess what it is.
If I may, sir.
Go ahead.
Would it be Christianity?
Which is damn near the same thing, right? God, I'll give you that. But it's actually Catholic.
Catholic, okay.
Right,
okay.
Catholicism, right? The Catholicism, whatever they call it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That is the number one religion, right? Now, of course, you got a good majority of our people that also practice voodoo in Haiti. But they love to say because we denounce God and went into other practices and following other religions is the reason why Haiti is so destroyed today. When the number one religion in Haiti is Catholic, is being a Catholic. That's the reason why the people of Haiti is destroyed. Of course, voodoo is another religion we shouldn't have followed either. But the main issue is following all these other gods instead of following the gods of this Bible. We done tried everything. And every religion that we fall under, guess what? We the one that makes it poppin'. When it comes to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we go hard for their religion, other idols, more than we go hard to finding out our identity and following our own God. As soon as we join these other religions, we make it more palatable for other people to join and to admire and to look at. Right? When it comes to Islam, when it comes to being a Egyptology, when it comes to being a Christian, nobody does it like you do it, because the spirit in you is the spirit of God. But the problem is you're putting that spirit of God into the wrong place. You're giving what God gave you to other nations, man. And that's the reason why we in captivity. As soon as you decide to join their gods and join their religion, guess what? You're going to start to view them as God as well. And that's what's going on in our communities, in our land, in the islands, in the Caribbean. Idol worship, man. Right? So we're going to break all of that down. Religion is nothing but idol worship, including Christianity. Right? Let me get Romans 10 and 10 and 1. All right, brother Caesar Borgia. Yes, sir. We definitely gonna touch on his behind too. Caesar Borgia. You got that for me, boy?
Hold on, sir.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 10 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Brethren, my heart's desire, a prayer to the Most High for Israel is that they might be saved.
That they might be what?
That they might be saved.
So guess what? Salvation was not for everybody neither. Christ never came and established any religion when he was on this earth, when he was walking on this earth. Neither was it written of in the Old Testament. You would not find the word Christianity in nowhere in the Bible. Find it where it's anywhere in the Bible. Christianity. Find it. You would not find it. Baptist, Protestant. You will not find none of these religions. Muslim, Islam, none of that is written in the Bible. God only deals with nations. And the nation that he chose out of all the nations on this earth is the Israelites, man. And the narrative never changed, even in the New Testament. So when Paul is out there teaching, and he's out there trying to save a certain type of people, the only people he's trying to save are Israelites, man. That's what it was all about. He didn't say he prayed for everybody. He didn't say that he wants everybody to be saved. You know who tells you that? Religion tells you that. Religion is nothing but a cult, man. And it's nothing but a man-made object to control you. That's all it is, man. When Paul understood that God only dealt with nations, right? Read on.
Verse 2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal for the Most High.
They have a what?
They have a zeal for the Most
The
High.
Israelites have a zeal. What is that zeal pertaining to? Go ahead. Oh, Samagazar. No, read on it from that. They have a zeal. Read from that part.
But Salaki, verse 2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal for the Most High, but
for
not
the Most
according-
High, right? If I could pause you right there real quick, my fault, if I can pause you there real quick, right? We have a zeal for the Most High, right? Meaning we want to serve God. Meaning it's our spirit. Once we tap into something that seems godly to us, we go hard for it, man. Right? Even in the Christian church, which they claim to be integrated, and they claim to be, it's all about everybody being one and equal, right? Even the Christian church is somewhat segregated, right? I was a Christian myself back in the days, and I've been to both type of churches. I've been to a white church, and I've been inside a black church, right? And tell me not Tell me that. If y'all can help me out, back me up on this. It's a totally two different spirits in both institutions. Tell me that.
Right.
Go ahead, Elijah.
God, totally different.
Am I wrong?
You are
God.
absolutely right. When you go into a church with so-called Black Hispanics, Native Indians, we dancing, we jumping around, like you would think you at a concert, because our spirit is so, pushed out there in the front. You go into the oppressor's church and everybody quiet and looking at each other, staring, and people scared to move. Like it looks like, I mean, you would think you in a movie theater. Like everybody's so quiet. You know what I'm saying?
You're exactly right.
Israel, we worship the Lord. Like of course, we're not worshiping the Lord the way we're supposed to, but if there was a people that knew how to worship the Most High, it's us. Like it makes you want to go to church. All that jumping and tambourines and screaming and yelling and all the stuff, the stuff they do in there. You know what I'm saying? It makes you like you, if you sleepy going to church, you ain't gonna be sleepy long by the time they come out there.
Right.
Do all of that. You know what I'm saying?
God. Damn right. So they're right. That's exactly right, man. You go over there, the white churches be dry as hell. And you go to the Black church, man, our spirit be turned up in that joint, man. Right? Because it's in our spirit. But herein lies the issue. Here's the problem with all that's going on inside of that church. Now finish that verse of where we left off from. They got a zeal of the Most High. Here's the problem.
But not according to knowledge.
But what?
Not according to knowledge.
With all that zeal that you see in the church, all that dancing and all that screaming and hollering, you do it, you trying to be sincere and showing your love to God, and you trying to show God that you appreciate him and all of that stuff. The problem is you're not doing it according to knowledge. There is no knowledge within those churches, no wisdom at all. Right? Now, when it comes to knowledge, what is it talking about? Knowledge of what? Knowing your ABCs? Knowing what 1 + 1 equals? Knowledge of what? What does it talk about?
Salah.
Amazing.
Shoot, I let Officer Magazar go. My bad. I got you, Officer the show.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Go
ahead,
the knowledge as in following the laws, statutes, and commandments. Like they don't, the knowledge like as in, what I mean, they don't want to stop eating crab, lobster, and shrimp, pork. You know what I mean, they don't want to stop smoking. They don't want to stop doing none of that stuff.
Right, kind of knowledge of the Bible, man. Everything that Officer Magazar just quoted came directly from the Bible. Right? He didn't make that up. This is what the Bible says in order to show that you love the Most High, in order to show your zeal, you know what I'm saying? In order to please him, you have to do it according to the knowledge of the Bible, not the knowledge of what's in your own mind or what makes you feel good, but what God says. All right, what you were gonna say, Officer Shot?
Yeah, I was just gonna say the knowledge of how to serve the nigga God.
Damn right. Damn right. The nigga God. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. You know what I'm saying? We need a God that resembles us, that caters to our culture, that caters to our characteristics and our spirit. You get what I'm saying? Like, how is it a black man out there thinking that you're going to connect with God when the God that you're praying to is totally opposite from your spirit, man? There is no resemblance in it at all, man. You know why? Because that is not your God. That is an idol that they gave to you in that church. And I don't care what religion you follow. If it don't align with the Bible, it is not the truth. No matter how much it makes you feel, no matter how traditional it was. Maybe your parents been doing it. Your grandparents told you about it. Well, guess what? It's time to break that cycle and to learn the actual truth of God. What's actually written in the Bible instead of what's in your own mind, right? Let's drop that. Let me get Romans 1 and 25. And anytime y'all brothers want to chime in with any precepts, any points, feel free to add, y'all.
Final concert, I got it. The book of Romans,
God, go ahead, soldier.
chapter 1 and verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
Man, ain't that a good question? That sounds like I want to know. That is a hell of a question, man. Right? Because you got all type of denominations that exist on this earth, all type of different faiths that they tell you this is gonna bring you to God. This is what's gonna bring you closer to God. And it's hard for you to decide what is real, what is true. You know what I'm saying? The problem is you have to go into the word of God to find out which of them is true, which is actually what God wants you to do. And once you go into the word of God, which is the Bible, you will find out that all these religions is a lie. They're all a lie, man. They're all a lie. Read on.
Come. Romans 1 and 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie
Mm-hmm.
and worshiped and served the creature more than the creator?
That's who turned the truth of God into a lie. Now, somebody break this down for me. What is that talking about? Who is the creature and the creator? Break that part down for me.
Colonel Khan.
Go ahead, soldier. You want to give it a shot?
Colonel Khan, sir.
Go ahead.
Colonel Khan. So it says, who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator? So this is, talking about how Esau, has changed the word of the Most High to now, guess what? We serve white Jesus instead of the black Christ, We serve Thanksgiving, instead of Passover. We serve all these things that the creature has given us instead of all the things that the creator has given us.
Damn right. Damn right, soldier. So like you wanted to finish your point, my bad.
No, that's it, sir. I mean, like that, you know what I mean? Like we are, it's rough. Like it breaks my heart every day in my life. I was talking to a sister today, and it's like we just can't get past, what Esau has done to us. Esau has given us certain gifts, and we hold to those gifts instead of wanting to serve the true power of the universe.
Damn right, soldier. Damn right. So, somebody said Salaki.
Salaki, just a quick precept to go with
ahead.
what you just brought out. Deuteronomy 4 and 28. I have Mother's read.
Get down, boy.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 28. And there ye shall serve gods, and the work of Salaki, the work of men's hands, wood and stone, which neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell.
Real quick, like that Caesar Borgia just does the job all the time. Like he ain't even in the house no more. It's just on the wall, and it's automatic brainwashing. Like we just automatically do everything that we supposed to without, the oppressor actually being there with us physically. But that's all on that, Slucky.
Nah, damn right, man. That's a perfect precept, boy. Perfect precept, man. We worship all these objects or creatures that has nothing to do with God. Right? Some of us will make a rock a God. Some of us will make a plant their God. Some of us will make jaguars, eagles, bees, whatever it may be. We'll find anything to make it our God, man. When none of it has to do with the creator of heaven and earth, man. The God that created so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians did not require them to follow any type of religion. Because every religion that you know that exists today, all of it is man-made. All of it is man-made. Somebody type me up the Council of Nicaea. Just get some brief history on that real quick. And let's get some of the origin of some of the prominent religions that we follow within our community today. Because guess what? You can go inside the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community, and you can find 15 different religions, 20 different churches, you know what I'm saying? All type of practices, all within our community, and none of it has benefited us at all. None of it, man. They don't do nothing for the community. They don't progress us to being better in our community at all, man. You would have thought with all these churches that the Black community would have been the safest place on earth, man. You would have thought with all these churches that there would have been no drugs in our hood. With everything that's going on in our communities, you would have thought these churches would have been able to stop it, man. But they have failed at their job because it's all idol worship. It has nothing to do with God, man. The only way we're going to have to fix ourselves if we start with issue number one. The number one issue in the Black community, in the Hispanic community, in the Native Indian community is not gun violence, even though it's an issue, right? It's not the lack of funding, even though it is an issue. It's not the lack of rec centers, even though it is an issue. The number one issue within our community is the Christian church, is the Catholic church, is any other religion that we follow. You know what I'm saying? This is the issue with us because we are programmed to follow a tradition that don't have anything to do with morals. These religions are man-made for you to only be concerned with being prosperous on earth, being rich, right? Being an individual and getting your own self-will done on earth. That's what religion is all about. And they fed you this so you can only be concerned with your own selfishness. And one day God will bless you with a new house and a new car and make you more richer than the poor niggas that you live around. This is what you learn from in your religious institutions. When God did not give us any form of religion, but he gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. But let's get some of the origin of where this comes from. And I see your verse outside Tazar. We're gonna grab that too. Get that council of Nicaea. Somebody can read me when they had the council. You can just pull it up in Wikipedia. I know Wikipedia is not scholarly like people like to say. You know what I'm saying? But you can just get. I just want a brief summary. You got that for me, Roy? Go ahead.
Wikipedia. The first council of Nicaea was a council of Christian bishops convened in Bithynia, city of Nicaea, by the Roman Empire, Constantine one in AD 325.
All right, so AD. So this is years after Christ was crucified, right? They had a great council by the Emperor Constantine, right? Issued by the Roman Empire. So what they did is got all type of different people from different religious backgrounds and different faiths, and had a general council. Right? Let's get the overview. Read the overview part real quick. Let's see what was discussed within this council. Because at this time, the Roman Empire was on top. Right? And after Christ fell, you had different people wanting power as well, too. Right? So what Constantine did is set up this council to see how he can maintain his power. Right? You got the overview real quick.
So like that was the overview, but it have
the
the like
overview section. You said what?
That's the one I was just reading.
Okay, you can continue on reading from that point then.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, Kadum. The first council of Nicaea was the first incombination council of the
Right,
church.
mean general council, right? Meaning a what we would like a major council, right? That's what the word means. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
Most significantly, it resulted in the first uniform Christian doctrine. Salaki.
The first uniform Christian doctrine. Well, they try to find uniformity with the other beliefs that was around them, right? You have people who would practice what they will call Judaism, quote unquote Judaism, or Jewish culture, or practicing the laws, statute, commandments. You have people who practice being in Islam, right? And you have people that were practicing paganism, right? So what Constantine did is unified all these beliefs into one, right? And decreed it and declared it as Christendom. Meaning you have people that follow paganism. What he would do, he would incorporate a little bit of that, incorporate what the Jews is doing, and put it into that, and formed it all together into what you have Christianity today. Right? This is the reason why you have stuff like Sunday worship, right? The day of worshiping God or going to a place of worship, or the holy day is looked as or as holy is Sunday, right? That's the day that's appointed by the church as the holy day, right? When according to the Bible, the Sabbath day is what the Lord appointed, right? I mean, any other day, you can, of course, serve the Most High, right? But the Sabbath day, the seventh day, is when the Lord appointed, right? This is where you also get, during this council, is where you also get immaculate conception, right? Christ being God himself, right? Because that is a pagan belief
Like if
of
I could.
demigods, right? From Greeks to Romans, they believe in demigods, right? Go ahead, Officer Isaac.
Oh no, just real quick, brother Officer Yaquab, you brought up the cracker and wine had something to do with cannibalism.
Oh, what was that? You can repeat that one more time?
You know how they had the crackers and wine in the
right.
It had something to do with like paganism or cannibalism in the other pagan religions.
Damn right, exactly right. That's also Yaquab in the building too, man. Oh man, yo, Big Jew, what's going on? Free Salah, yeah, right, man. Yeah, right. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? All of that comes from paganism, right? So what is it doing within Christianity? Right? Christianity is supposed to be, right, quote unquote, it's supposed to be from the Bible, based off of the Bible. It's supposed to be a faith that's based off of the Bible. But when you read in the Bible, you will find none of these traditions align with the Bible. You eating that, drinking that wine, and eating that cracker is not found in the Bible, but it's found in other pagans' beliefs. You worshiping a man as God is not found in the Bible, but it's found in other pagan beliefs. right? You
Slots.
worshiping on Sunday is not found in the Bible, but it's found on other pagan beliefs. Somebody says Salakia.
Come on, come.
Go ahead.
Like when I was in the Christian church, I used to always
Mhm.
wonder what that crack in the the juice meant, because they did that in the Jehovah Witness church, and
Mm-hmm.
they did it in the Baptist church. So they do it in a lot of
Mm-hmm.
churches, but I never knew exactly what that stood for.
God, yeah, man. All of that is paganism. All of that is paganism, right? They will take stuff that's written in the Bible and blend it with paganism, right? Mary giving birth to Christ. What they'll take that story and blend it with pagan gods like Ishtar or Nimrod. You get what I'm saying? Or Hercules or any type of demigod. You get what I'm saying? Or they'll take like you said, the cracker and the juice, and they'll see how Christ broke bread with the disciples and had a drink with the disciples. They'll take that story and blend it with paganism of cannibalism and eating other people's flesh and all of that stuff, because that's what they did in order to reverence their deities back in the days, right? These Roman gods, these Greek gods, right? They would sacrifice pigs on the altar to Jupiter and to Saturn. You know what I'm saying? They'll worship Apollo and Hercules and Ishtar and all these other gods that existed at that time. During this council, what they did is took all the gods on the earth and blended all into one big melting pot that we know of today called Christianity. You know what I'm saying? All the things, all the things that you practicing in that Christian church has nothing to do with the Bible and everything to do with paganism. Even December 25th, Christ being born on December 25th, that was established, that creed was established in 325 AD during the Council of Nicaea, right? You know what I'm saying? Any more on that, Officer Margazor?
Um,
On the
Cut.
overview? Go ahead.
Okay. The first uniformed Christian doctrine, called the Nicene Creed. With the creation of the creed, a percentage was established for subsequent subsequent local and regional council of bishop to
Mm-hmm.
create statements of the belief that canons of doctrinal orthodox. The intent being to define unity of beliefs for the
To do
whole of
what?
the unity of beliefs for the whole of Christendom.
Right, the whole Christendom, right? This is where Christianity comes from, right? And it wasn't done in the intent of trying to unify people in love, trying to get everybody together, right? The if you study about the Council of Nicaea, the whole premise of the reason why Constantine had that council is from an economic standpoint, right? He's making trade and deals with people in other places around that region. And the people in these places, they serve other gods, right? And because they have one belief and somebody has another belief, that can, slow down some trades that they're doing, some businesses that they're doing. It can mess it all up. You know what I'm saying? So to maintain his power, he didn't unify them to all get along. He did it so he can maintain his power from an economic standpoint. So when he trade and make deals with somebody, he can be like, you know what? Shit, I believe in man as God too. Right? I believe that we can eat crackers and wine too. Go ahead, we can trade this and trade that. Oh, you believe in this? Oh, guess what? We're one and the same. You know what I'm saying? It's always all for control, man. And this is where Christendom comes from. The Western beliefs of Christianity came from this council, man, because it did not come from the Bible. Right? This is who you worship. rather than the creator. You worshiping the creature rather than the creator, right? Any go back to the verse we was reading.
Colonel Khan, Romans 1 and 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator,
Mm-hmm.
who is blessed forever.
Right, the Most High, man, He is blessed forever, man. Right, you can drop that right there, unless there was any more on that. I think that was it on that point. But
Colonel Khan.
I just want to bring out what Trooper Canuck said. That's a heavy point what he brought out. You know what I'm saying? Just like Lincoln did in freeing the slaves. Lincoln did not free the slaves because he felt sorry for us. He did not just free the slaves because he started growing a sense of compassion for black people. The only reason Lincoln freed the slaves, and this is quoted from himself, was from an economic standpoint, to save the Union. Right? You had the Confederacy and then you had the Union in the North. The Union was losing out on money because the Confederacy was big on slavery, man. In order to shut the South down, he had to end slavery. And Lincoln said himself, if I could save the Union without freeing the slave, I would do so. Well, guess what? When Constantine got all beliefs together, if he could have done it to make himself powerful, to make sure that he and the Roman Empire was on top, guess what? He will do so. It was not from a place of unifying and loving everybody. It was all behind economics, wealth, and gain. You know what I'm saying? And this is where you get your beliefs from, right? Let's get Deuteronomy. Oh, let me get what Officer Itazar put up. Let me get John 4 and 22. Let's get that real quick.
Colonel Khan.
Get that word.
It's the book of John, chapter 4 and verse 22. Ye worship, ye know not what.
Mm-hmm.
We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
Right. That's a good precept, man. You know what I'm saying? You worship what you know not. Like they love to call us a cult. What you doing in that church is cult-like. All right. You in that church worshiping something that you don't even know the origin of. Don't even know why you doing it. But you know you got to do it because somehow it's in your heart to do so, or your pastor told you to do it. You know why? Because you're following a cult, man. And y'all be doing some of the heinous, like craziest things in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Screaming and rolling on the floor. That's a cult. What is he doing? You know what I'm saying? Laying hands on, touching people, all type of weird stuff you doing in that church. Using your jacket, saying God is in this jacket. Let me smack you with it, and you fall on the floor. You know what I'm saying? That is a cult, man. And you believe that God is blessing you through that jacket. Because it's all cult logic, man. You don't even know what you worship. Go ahead, soldier.
Man, I be seeing that too. Like they be in there karate kicking the people and body slamming people. It's like it's so crazy. Like I just don't understand that there.
God, they be doing some crazy things, man. Right, outside the side. Who's leading you? Damn right. Cult leader, man. Big up outside the side, man. Make sure you get what he got. The jacket, the hoodie, the t-shirt, everything cult leaders, man. You know what I'm saying? You following a cult in that church, man. Drinking blood. All of that. You weird. And you following the cult, man. You better get up out of there, man. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, man. Pastor will have you feeling funny. You better smack what that pastor's giving. Smack it out of his hand what he's trying to give to you. You know what I'm saying? Because there all type of nonsense be going in there, man. Because salvation is only for the Jews, man. And the real Jews of this earth, the real Jews, the only Jews are blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. This is who salvation for. And he commanded us that we get out of the Christian church, that we get out of Catholicism, that we get out of Egyptology, Kemet, Islam, whatever religion, and come back to our nationality and keep the law, statute, commandments. All right? There is no religion in thou shalt not. What religion is that? All right? When the white man made the Constitution, it's not a religion, it's laws to govern his nation. Well, guess what? We have a set of laws to govern ourselves as well, too. And there's nothing religious or spooky about it. It's about what to do and what not to do. If you do this, you get rewarded. If you don't do it, you get punished. Simple as that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No spookism, no weird fourth dimension, miraculous lies pastor be trying to tell you, man. The only way black people is going to get salvation if we serve the nigger God, like Asa the Shot will tell you. You know what I'm saying? Serve the nigger God, man. You know what I'm saying? So continue on, Asa Bagazar.
Come. But the hour cometh, and then verse 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
Well, guess what? I'm here to tell you that hour is now, man. Here in the Isupk, we worship the Most High in spirit and in truth, man. Why you think there's so much of an uproar on social media and the national news and the media today? It's because men like the men in the Isupk is the reason why Kyrie Irving posts that link. Men in the Isupk is the reason why Kanye West calls us the Jews, man. Because we teaching you the truth of this Bible. We giving you the spirit of the Most High, man. And that's something that the Christian church or any religion will not give you. It will not give you an identity. Your pastor ain't teaching you that. We are all one in Christ. Show me that in the Bible. Oh, color don't matter. Show me that in the Bible. That's not in the Bible because you're following religion and not following God. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and drop that. Also, Yawasop said doing the Deion Sanders two-step. Like it's the whole, like it's the holy body, right? Like it's the Holy Ghost, right? God. You know what I'm saying? You in there dancing, rolling, head spins, mind dancing. You know, yeah, I know y'all remember the mind dances. You know what I'm saying? Where niggas be dressed up like a mime and do the joint. Yeah, doing all type of stuff except for reading the Bible. You doing all that stuff, and you got the Bible sitting right there in front of you. You won't even pick it up to read it. Right. You know why? Because you don't worship God. You worship the creature. You worshiping idols. You worshiping man. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? You was gonna say something else in the shot?
No, sir. But you know what you're saying is so heavy. You know what I mean? Like, we want to worship, something that is not real. You know what I mean? Like whatever our feelings, whatever our emotions, you know what I mean, have us wanting to, do and serve. That's, that's just what black people are. That's what we own, sir. I mean, it's crazy. Like we don't want to like step into reality.
Right.
Okay. We want that we want the American dream. We want that, that life where you can just, be and do whatever you want to do. That's serving the creature. But if you serve the creator, you got, you know what I mean? Like, it's not about you, like you were saying earlier. Like, it's everybody is, we want to, we want to forego our God and what we're supposed to do. And just to be able to say, you know what? This is what I think. This is what I feel. Self-truth.
Right, I bet.
Self-truth. You know what I mean? Whatever your truth is,
Right.
that's what the truth is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's not reality.
Mm-hmm.
You know, reality is the truth is the truth. You know what I mean? Like God, the power of the universe said the real Hebrews, the real Israelites, the real Jews are not supposed to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But if you are a Hebrew by blood and you operate on your truths, what you think, how you feel, then you know you think you can eat whatever you want to eat.
Right.
You think, you know what I mean? Be gay or, you know, whatever, sir. You know what I mean? Like that's, it's just so heavy with how you bringing it out, and that's, you know, that's just how that's where we're at, and you know, like it's a rough job, sir,
Damn right, man.
for yourself and for, you know, men above you and men, you know, who come after you to try to convince blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people that we should be doing what our power said and not what the creature said, sir.
Damn right, bro. I could thought y'all way y'all was shy, man. You know what I'm saying? Bring up to all y'all brothers, man. All y'all brothers and sisters who put in this work, you know what I'm saying, and escaping the Matrix, right? We all familiar with the movie The Matrix, you know what I'm saying, and which is written by, you know, directed or written by a sister that Hollywood stole from, you know what I'm saying, and all of it was inspired by the Bible, man. You know why? Because it's reality, like you said, of how we live in today, man. You know what I'm saying? Art depicts truth, man. You know what I'm saying? And we are in the Matrix. They feeding you lies, telling you stuff to only please yourself, man. But you're gonna have to come to the realization that none of it is true. It's a hard pill to swallow to find that out. You mean a thing? What I was doing for 30 years is not true? I've been going to church on Sunday all my life. You tell me that the Council of Nicaea is the reason why I'm doing it? It's a hard pill to swallow, man. I understand. But the truth shall make you free, man. If you want to be free, if you want to escape the hell that you're going through and coming into a new understanding that can provide you with salvation, then you have to let go of those religious institutions, man. You have to let it go. You have to become brand new. You have to, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is what our job and our mission as priests and prophets of the Lord, to teach our people the truth, man. All right. So let's get Deuteronomy 28 and 64 real quick. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68, 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, for the one end of the earth, even unto the other.
Right. This is what was told to the children of Israel from Moses, man. You know what I'm saying? And he prophesied that this will happen to them if they didn't keep the law, statute, commandments of the Most High. This is one of the punishments that was going to come to pass if they didn't hear what Moses was telling them. And this prophecy, this punishment, only fits one people on this earth. Like, we are the people that scattered. And we're not only scattered physically, we're also scattered spiritually, man. You know what I'm saying? We're scattered through language that our oppressors put on us. We're scattered through culture that our oppressor put on us. You know what I'm saying? All these things that they put in us, including religion, they used it to divide us as a people, man. We are divided, man, because somebody's a Catholic and then the next person is a Christian and the other is Buddhist and the other is Baptist, and we don't even agree on nothing. And we just constantly stay divided and bicker amongst each other, trying to figure out what is right. But if you're trying to unify anybody, well, guess what? We're going to have to learn the nigga God is the only God that's going to put us together, man. We have one God to follow, not these multiple gods. Not the God that's for this time or for this day that makes you feel happy, or for this month, or when the stars align like this, or when it's this season, that's the God that you follow. Not that God, man. You know what I'm saying? But we have but one God that we must follow. You know what I'm saying? And all these other gods scatter us, right? Read on.
And there thou shalt serve other gods,
I'm having
which
trouble hearing
neither
y'all.
Shalaki.
Go ahead, my bad.
And there thou shalt serve other gods,
Mm-hmm.
which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Right. In these lands that we have been scattered through the transatlantic slave trade to colonization, we're in these lands serving the gods of those that captured us and oppressed us and colonized us. You know what I'm saying? And that enslaved us. You know what I'm saying? And we are following their customs and their culture and revering them as gods and looking at them as gods instead of following the one true living God, the God of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And none of our forefathers was told to follow these other gods. You know what I'm saying? Show me where Moses told the children of Israel to worship on Sunday, to celebrate Easter, or celebrate Christmas. Show me that in the Bible where that was ever said by any prophet, man. None of them, none of our ancestors followed these customs prior to slavery. Ask black people today who they were prior to slavery. Nobody will give you the answer. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Offside Job. I was speaking with some Edomite, you know what I'm saying, the other day. And I asked them the same question. Who black people were prior to slavery? Well, they were just people living, peacefully, and and it was in Africa and living. You get what I'm saying? Like he just try to, generalize us and make it seem like it was a-okay. We were just some people living on Earth and existing. Go ahead, Austin, the shot.
Nah, that's crazy what you just said. Like we was living peacefully, and
Right.
you
God, that's
came and kidnapped us.
mm-hmm.
You
That's
know what I
that's
mean? Like we was peaceful, and you came and kidnapped us, brought us to America, and now look at us.
mm.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
Damn right, man.
God, wow. Wow. Ever since you brought us over here, we have had no peace.
God.
No
Damn
peace.
right, man. Damn right, soldier. We
Wow.
had no peace, man. You know what I'm saying? We have been a slave to these other religions and to these other nations through their gods, man. And all of it comes from the other nations, and none of it comes like it. None of it comes from our ancestors, man. None of it comes from our ancestors. Your forefathers, your ancestors was not in that boat thinking of white Jesus. They already knew while they was on those slave ships who the oppressor was, man. They was hoping for a nigga, some type of savior, any type of savior other than the white man. Because no salvation was coming from him. They was not thinking about maybe once I get free from these chains, I'm gonna vote my way out of slavery. There was no ballot booth on those slave ships. There was no check here if you want to be a slave, check here if you don't want to be a slave. Your ancestors was not following that type of lifestyle, man. All of that is idol worship. You have but one king You have but one God, man. And we have to follow the culture of our forefathers prior to slavery. Right? Read on.
Like, because I was Jaquan had, he wanted to bring something in real quick.
God, get down, Woody.
Come on. On the slave ships, when we was coming over, we was saying the word master, which is a Hebrew word that means oppressor. It wasn't because we say master, we didn't speak English. We were saying master, which means oppressor. It's a Hebrew word. The mind, the side, and connecting if you speak Hebrew language. But we was
There
already
you see.
already.
God, there you have it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the truth you only gonna find in the ISUPK. Right? We had an identity, we had a culture, man. What happened to it? Why is it when it comes to black people, you love to generalize who we were prior to slavery, but every other nation, you know exactly who they are thousands and centuries of years ago. You know exactly who they are. You know where their land are. You know what language they spoke, what culture they followed. But when it comes to black people, you just generalize us as if we're just every other creature on this earth. Guess what? We are a nation too, man. We are people too. And we deserve the right to know who we are, man. And these religions are reframing us from knowing who we are, man. It's keeping us asleep. There was no such thing as religion in the Bible, man. Our culture and our history comes from the Bible. And this is who we were prior to slavery. So damn right, right on, warrior. Continue, Officer Magazar.
The middle of 64. And thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Even what?
Even wood and stone.
Even what?
Even wood and stone.
Even wood and stone. Now, why is it mentioning these two in particular? It's mentioning our people worshiping a God that our forefathers did not know, that was wood. And it's also mentioning our people worshiping a God that our forefathers did not know, which is stone. Now, why is it mentioning those two? Somebody break that down.
Good. Awesome.
So like, it's talking about the wood is representing the cross for Christianity, and the stone is in for the Islam.
There you go.
The two most oppressive religions that we practice over there.
There you go, brother. You know what I'm saying? These are the two prominent religions within our community, whether you Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. If you a Catholic, guess what? You a Christian. It's no different. You know what I'm saying? You following a idol in the first place. You know what I'm saying? And our people follow behind the Arabs following Islam. You know what I'm saying? Somebody pull up Black Stone in Mecca, the Black Stone in Mecca. Somebody pull that up real quick. Let's get the origin of this wood and stone and these religions that we follow. Let's get that origin. Let's get the Black Stone real quick.
Karoka.
You got that?
Karoka.
All right, you go ahead, Word.
Karoka, located in the eastern corner of the Kaaba, is the Black Stone of Mecca, whose now broken pieces are surrounded by a ring of stones and held together by a heavy silver band. According to tradition, these stones was given to Adam on his expulsion. for paradise in order to obtain forgiveness of his sins.
You see that, right? This is the staple of Islam, right? This is what they set their religion around. That this stone somehow fell from the sky, landed in this area, and in order for you to get forgiven of your sins and be connected with God, you have to go each year to this particular place and show reverence to this stone by kissing it and rubbing it and circling it 7 times. This is what they practice within Islam, right? And the Bible just prophesied how our people worship this stuff. We actually worship a rock, following behind Arabs, man. The hell is a rock ever done? A rock can't even talk, can't breathe, can't feel. You throw a rock on the ground, it's gonna break in half. Right? What was that one movie? With a brother, it was a brother with a cat had a volleyball as a friend, and he used to talk to the volleyball. Was it Castaway or something like that? Something like that. God, he had the volleyball.
Tom
I think
Hanks.
it's Willis. I
Tom
think
Hanks.
what it was. Go ahead.
It's like Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Tom Hanks. That's who he was. That damn devil. God, had a volleyball as a friend. Used to talk to it, and the volleyball would say nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? And because he made the volleyball as a friend, is because he was becoming delusional, being stranded on this island. Well, guess what? You are delusional if you think a rock is coming to save you, man.
Right.
You out of your mind, man. If a rock is trying to save you, a rock cannot do nothing for you but be a rock. That's all it could. That's its only purpose. You know what I'm saying? But our people follow behind Islam. Now, somebody pull up Roman execution or the Roman crucifix.
It's like,
Go ahead, soldier.
it's like we got about 3 more minutes, and we'll head out of here.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know as soon as the time comes.
Okay. Or actually, 1 minute actually.
Oh, 1 minute. All right, man. Go ahead and slide Now, the water, man. The water, Isupk, Tampa, hopping off. I'll see Heiser, also my Gazar. I'll see Yaikwa, man. I'll see my brother in a minute. I see obviously Trooper Yawanathan that was on the chat as well, man. So go ahead and shout out the location one more time before you head up out of here.
We at the Seminole Heights Library, 4711 North Central Avenue, 2nd floor, room 220.
All right, damn right. Y'all heard it.
All right, that's
Y'all
Tuesday,
come on in.
Between 6 and 8 p.m.
Tuesday, 6 and 8 p.m. Right? 6 to 8 p.m. Con. There you have it, y'all. All right, Warriors, the water. Once again, Shalom, your thumb.
Y'all stop.
All right, Austin the Shock, just me and you. Go ahead and if you could pull up the Roman execution or Roman crucifix or something like that.
Okay, I got the crucifixion.
I know they got a lot of Christian dogma on there, but I just want to get the actual, what is a actual crucifix? If you see the history on that?
Okay, you saying like the cross?
Yeah. Because I was looking it up earlier. They had all a bunch of Caesar Borgias on that joint. Some skinny white boy hanging from a damn piece of wood like he ever did anything for any of us.
Come. Crucifix. Okay, crucifixion of Jesus.
Oh man, yeah, they gonna give you that Christian, that watered down. Type in treason. Roman punishment for treason. Ancient Rome punishment for treason. Type that in.
Okay.
Ancient Roman punishment for treason.
Oh,
Well, what did it say?
uh, shoot. Punishment.
If you don't grab it, it's a wild. Time's sake, I'll say it.
I'll read what I have, sir.
What did it say?
Slovakia, though citizens of the Roman Empire were the enemy from corporal punishment, their
Mm-hmm.
children certainly were not. The bully of citizenship worn around their neck did not save them from physical discipline in the classroom.
Yeah,
Moreover, yeah,
yeah, nah, no sweat. I'll just give the brief history on it, right? When it comes to ancient Roman laws and their custom, right? Capital punishment, right? For capital punishment, the crucifix was their use to execute somebody, right? Meaning, when you want to put somebody to death today, they have what they call the lethal injection, right? Time past, they used to have the electric chair. I know they got rid of that, and now they do lethal injection, right? Right. So capital punishment, if you get a high enough charge or a extreme charge, they might carry out the death penalty. Well, according to Roman laws and Roman custom, that's what the crucifixion was. A crucifix was just capital punishment, a death penalty. And you know that by the story when Christ was crucified. There was two guys with him. Christ was not alone when he was crucified. Right? The other two guys that was with him was also being crucified. Right? Which was their death sentence for the crime that they committed. So when it came to Christ, all he was doing, it was being punished through Roman customs or through Roman laws. And our people will take that same tool that was used to kill Christ or to punish Christ based off of Roman law and worship that same tool and have it around our necks and have it in our churches and in the place of worship and thinking that we're doing it to show love to Christ or serve the Most High. When all you're doing is using a weapon to big up the Romans. That's all you're doing. That's like, you having a loved one getting shot down by a desert eagle, right? You have a loved one, somebody that you care for, got shot down by a desert eagle, firearm. Let's say now you go and make a necklace out of that same tool that was used to kill your loved one, and now you wear it around your neck. What type of respect you think you're showing your loved one by having that around your neck? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no different from you having a crucifix around your neck, which was not established by God, right? Like the sister said, glorifying the death of our king, basically, right? You glorifying his death. You're saying I'm pleased and I'm happy that he was killed by this crucifix. So I'm gonna wear it around my neck. I'm happy the Romans killed him, so I'm gonna wear this crucifix around my neck. That's basically what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? And this is now the symbol of Christianity, of Catholicism, or Catholicism, right? We worship the Kaaba stone from Islam, and we worship the Christian cross from Christianity. You know what I'm saying? And both religions have an origin. And we just read to you the origin of both. And the origin of both of them has nothing to do with the Bible. They all come from a culture and from a nation that God did not choose, man. God did not choose the Arabs. He did not choose the so-called white men. He chose all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We are his chosen people. And what he gave us was laws and rules and regulations, man. This is what he gave us. So what is our people doing worshiping a cross? What is our people doing bowing down to a rock? You don't see the problem in that? You ain't never asked yourself, well, where does it come from? Well, why is it I wear this cross around my neck? You would have thought the cross was specifically for Jesus Christ, only for him. When it was just Roman practice, it had nothing to do with Christ. They needed a way to kill him, and they knew the way to kill him was through this crucifix, man. And you glorify that in your churches. Right? Now you go into a rock, trying to worship a rock that fell from the sky that they think Adam placed there to put a temple or something like that. So now you have to circle this rock and risk being stomped on, right? If you could, Officer Nashat, can you put up an article talking about the stampedes during Ramadan? If you could, right, it's Babu Kashab. Pull up any article talking about the stampedes. Like, they be over there killing themselves for a rock. Literally killing themselves, man. Man, it's ridiculous. Right? When God told us not to do it. God told us we will be punished by it. You know what I'm saying? Serving these other gods. What you got for me, Austin, the shot?
I'm still pulling it up now, sir.
All right, no sweat, no sweat.
At Ramadan Islam Stomp Show. Stomp shows.
A stomp show.
After, I hope
what you say?
No, I'm trying to.
All right, no sweat. If you can't find it, it's too wild. For time's sake. All right, just type in if y'all get a chance, type in stampede during Ramadan or something. You know what I'm saying? Stampede during the 7 day of the 7 circling of the rock, whatever they bull crap they do. You know what I'm saying?
I may have something here.
You see, not a stop show. They be stomping the yard out there, huh? At the Mecca.
Just after 9 a.m., September 24th, 2015, during the annual Muslim pilgrim known as the Hajj, an accident occurred near the holy city of Mecca and Saudi Arabia that stands as the deadliest in the long history of Hajj durations. The number of the numbers are disputed, but by reasonable estimate, more than 2,400 pedestrians were trampled and crushed to death.
Oh my goodness.
Khan.
Read that with my bad, Soldier. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Sir. The long history. The number are disputed, but by reasonable estimate, more than 2,400 pedestrians were trampled and crushed to death in a period of about 10 minutes.
Damn. You know why? Oh man. If somebody we could post up the picture of what they be doing too. You know why they be getting stomped out, man? Because they get thousands of people trying to crowd themselves in one little area just to kiss this rock. That should tell you that God is not with them, man. God is not with that religion. Where you have to get stomped out to serve that God. Is it? Aren't you going there for remissions of your sins?
Right.
You going there for forgiveness. You think by kissing it, God is gonna forgive you of your sins. Turns out that rock got you getting stomped out, man. And that's the religion that our people practice, man. And they try to say there's a difference between the Islam and the NOI, and there's a difference between the Islam and Saudi Arabia. Well, guess what? You all serving an idol, man. Islam is not a black religion. We was not the creators of Islam. It comes from Arabs. Christianity has nothing to do with black people. It comes from your oppressor, man. You know what I'm saying? You was gonna say something else in the short?
All right, if I may, sir.
Go ahead, Soder.
Just I was gonna, bring out what you were saying. Like the reason why this is happening is because they are worshiping the creation and not the creator.
There you have it. There you have it. You know what I'm saying? You worshiping the creature and not the creator. You know what I'm saying? Why not worship the creator that created that rock? The one that created that rock. Right? Why not worship the entity that created man? That created all things living. You know what I'm saying? You cut the middleman out and go straight to the source, man. But the problem is we think these creatures are the source. We think that is the source. Islam is the source to our salvation. Christianity is the source to our salvation. We just read to you in the Bible that God said that we are worshiping idols, wood and stone. Right? Let me get Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13. And start me at verse 1. Right, 2015. Yeah, Khan, I seen the article you sent me, Warrior. Khan, yeah, 2015. It happens often too, man. Each year when they have that gathering, I guess Ramadan, whatever it's called, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I am not no Arab, you know what I'm saying? But they be having a gathering, a pilgrimage in the Mecca, Saudi Arabia, where they circle this stone, the black stone, in the temple, the Kaaba temple. You know what I'm saying? And thousands of people get trampled because they're fitting tight-knit in this one spot. You know what I'm saying? It is beyond crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? You Tom Hanks. You know what I'm saying? You might as well call that rock Willis. You know what I'm saying? That's what you doing. You know what I'm saying? You said, is it Kevin Gates Muslim? Right. Right. You got Farrakhan. You had a lot of our people, man. You know what I'm saying? That follow that bull crap. You know what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with us, man. We have to come back to our identity, man. Our people are the 12 tribes of Israel. And our people, is slowly but surely, we coming there. Kanye West, Kyrie Irving, ain't the last one. You know what I'm saying? All of our people, soon enough, they're gonna have to face it. That all of these religions that we've been practicing is idol worship. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And with that, we're gonna have to we're gonna save our lives, save our children's lives. You know what I'm saying? So you got that Wisdom of Solomon?
Son of Khan, chapter 13.
Some at verse 1.
Yes, sir.
The water.
Son of Khan. The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13. Surely vain are all men by nature.
Surely vain is all man by nature. By nature, right? The natural thing is to do things that's pleasing to the flesh. That's by nature. What's natural, right? Meaning, if it tastes good enough, I'm going to eat it. If it smells good enough, I should try it. If it provides me with pleasure, I'm going to stick my rod into it, right? Because the sensation and the feeling that I get from it through my body when I try these certain things. By nature, this is how man is, right? So when it comes to worshiping idols and worshiping God, we're doing it trying to find some self-pleasing gratification, right? We're trying to do it to our own self-pleasure. We like how pork tastes. The Christian God tells you can eat pork. Whew, sign me up. I'm the first one in church, right? We like how being soft and being a homosexual make you feel. The Christian God say you can do it. Sign me up. We like gifts from Christmas and all of that. The Christian God say you can do it. Sign me up. You know why? Because you're being carnal. You're living through nature, right? But the Lord called us to be spiritual. The laws is spiritual, right? Continue on, Warrior.
Yes, sir. Songs of Solomon 13:1. Surely vain are all men by nature, who are ignorant of God, and could not out of the good things that are seen known, so like you know him that is.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Out of the good things, man. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to find everything on earth that signifies God, rather than doing what he tells us to do. Read on.
Come. Neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the work master.
Right. They don't acknowledge the one that created the rock, but they worship the rock instead. Right? They don't acknowledge the one that created the tree, but they worship the tree instead of the one who created it.
Okay.
Through their ignorance is how it's being done. And God is calling Islam and Muslims ignorant, man. Calling you foolish. Christianity foolish. Catholic foolish. All of these things do not serve the Black community, do not serve the Hispanic community or the Native Indian community. Listen, if it works for the Arabs, that's fine and dandy for them. Let them trample their cousins and brothers and sisters trying to kiss a rock. Let them do that. You know what I'm saying? Let the oppressor bomb countries and bomb Russia and Ukraine all behind white supremacy and white Jesus. Let him do that. Let him molest all the Roman kids that he can find in the Catholic Church, if that's what you want to do with your people. But when it comes to my people, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, which is God people, we have to come and serve the nigger God, man. The God of the Bible, man, and keep the law, statute, commandments. That's the only thing that's going to work for us. Serving these other gods have never worked for us, man. It just made us a slave, man. Right? Any more on that, Warrior?
Come. Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 2. But deem either fire or wood, or the swift air, or the circle of the stars, or the violet water, or the light of heaven,
Listen, our people worship all of that. Tell me not, right? They worship the wind, they worship fire, they worship the stars. They worship all of that, man. Rocks, wood, the Christian cross. They worship the bunny on Easter, trying to find eggs. This is what our people do, man. And you're worshiping the creature rather than the creator. Continue on.
Yes, sir. But deem either fire or wind or the swift air or the circle of the star or the violent water or the light of heaven to be the gods which govern the world.
God is calling you out, man. Shame on you. How the hell you following a damn rock? Shame on you. How the hell you following a damn cross? Shame on you, man. You're worshiping idols, man. You know what I'm saying? What the brother said, he said they were never given the laws. They make it up themselves as they go. Change it when they please. We cannot do the same. Damn right, man. Also, I desire said L D L. Hold on, Salaki. I give my Spanish up. He said El Dios de los Negros, ye Hispanos. You know what I'm saying? Damn right. You know what I'm saying? This you know, blacks and Hispanics. I guess that's what it says. I don't know. I'm learning Spanish, y'all. I'm getting there. The sister said the white man has put in so much work to convince our people that the Most High ain't real, that we think, all right, that we think we might as well worship anything. Literally, right? You know what I'm saying? Like our spirit has been so beat down and so crushed, we're willing to worship anything that we can get in hands reach. A damn can that blows against the wind, because it blows so mysteriously, somehow we'll make it a god. You know what I'm saying? Like a moon turning red every now and then on the earth, somehow we'll make it a god. Because our spirit has been beaten out of us, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been beaten out of us, man. The brother said, yo, los nativistos americanos. You know what I'm saying? I'm there. Damn right. All of that. You know what I'm saying? So let me get 14 and 12, chapter 14 and 12, for time's sake.
Sir.
But anything you want to add, where you can chime in. Anything you want to add?
Not at this time, sir. I mean, like you know, you nailed it home. Like, you know, like you said, you know, I can be honest, sir. Like, to see what my people are going through, to see how we are, just to see our condition and our state, it breaks my heart every day.
Damn right.
It wounds me even more when I try to explain and tell a brother or sister what it is, and they flat out don't want to have nothing to do with it. They don't care. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I was dealing with somebody today that I just met at the place I was at, and you know, flat out basically said, you know what? I'm eating pork. I don't care. You know, they say, I'm eating bacon. I don't care. You know, I don't care. I'm not, you know, I don't care about that. I know about it, but I don't care about it. I'm just going to eat some pork, and I'm going to, you know what I mean, live my life, whatever, you know, God or Christ want. Well, they don't need my help. You know, I'm like, God, you know, like, it's rough. It's rough out here, you know, to deal with our people. But, you know, that's what, you know, like I wanted to say it earlier, you know what I mean? Like, what we're doing is so heavy, but at the end of the day, God don't want everybody. The Most High don't want everybody. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta, not us, but we're gonna do the work. that God is going to sift through, you know what I mean, who he wants and who he don't want. But we have to do the work. You know what I mean? I told this person today, faith without works is dead. You know what I mean? I can't want something and not do no work to get it. I told you want a paycheck at the end of the week, every week, right? But are you going to go to work or not? You know what I mean? Or are you just going to just say, God got it? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
God got it. I'm gonna just wait for him to, no, you got to get up and do some work. And that's Christians. They don't want to do no work, sir. I mean, like, even if it's like I brought out last night, the work is you sacrificing what you want, you fighting yourself. Work at not doing what you want and doing what God wants. And they don't want to do no work. The Christians, the Muslims, the Buddhists, they don't want to do no work. When our people become all of those things, it's because they don't want to do no work. They just want, you know what I mean? They just want to be able to live life the way they want to live it. And that's it, sir. You know what I'm saying? Like,
damn right, man. Damn right, man. We gonna have it's hard work. It's a lot of work at that. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be willing to make that sacrifice, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you gotta be willing to do it, man. And then by hearing the story that you're telling me about the sister, man, you know what I'm saying? And the sister also posted about Boosie, you know what I'm saying? Said the same. I seen that video where Boosie said that. You know what I'm saying? And that goes to attest to, what we was bringing out throughout this class, man. You know what I'm saying? What all of y'all put in the chat as well, like how our spirits is so beat down and so destroyed as a people, man. Like, we are so destroyed, man, that we don't even have the self-esteem to want to save our lives. Like, you're telling the person, this will kill you. You're going to die. Our self-esteem tells us, I want to die. So the hell with that. I'm going to eat all the pork I want to. I'm going to do all the wickedness I want to. And when I die, who gives a damn? You know what I'm saying? Because nothing matters on this earth. You know what I'm saying? And this is how we've been conditioned and programmed through these religions, man. It'll crush our spirits so bad to the point where we're living to die. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you're going to restore your self-esteem, empower yourself as a Black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man is come back to the law, statute, commandments of the Most High and serve the nigga God, man. That's the only way you're going to heal yourself. Every nation on this earth got a God that resembles their nationality. Every nation on this earth got a God that resembles their identity, man. East Indian got an East Indian God. They call it Shiva. Arabs got an Arab God. They call him Muhammad. Chinese got a Chinese God. They call him Buddha. You know why? Why is that? They do that so they can empower themselves as a nation. You get what I'm saying? Meaning, if I worship a deity that's far greater than myself, and when I look to this deity, it looks just like me, I'm going to be empowered to want to do something greater than myself. You get what I'm saying? This is why they have a God that looks just like them. Well, guess what? Black people, we don't worship a God that resembles our identity. So we don't feel empowered to do nothing. We feel empowered to do what that God tells us to do. And you know what that God tells us to do? Go ahead and eat that pork. Go ahead and eat that pork. You know what I'm saying? So we empowered in that. You know what I'm saying? Because we worship a God that looks nothing like us. You want to make Black men great again? You want to make Hispanic man great again? Native Indian man great again? Give them a God that resembles them and the identity that they can align they spirit with, man. You know what I'm saying? Give them a culture that identifies them, man. You know what I'm saying? Is watch them be empowered to build on that identity, to build on that thought. You know what I'm saying? That idea of having a culture, having a God that just looks just like me. You know what I'm saying? They'll be able to do great things on this earth. But a nigga that has nothing, no identity, guess what? I might as well get high. I might as well spark that blunt. I'm worthless anyways. I worship a God that doesn't nothing for me, that don't even look like me. When I look in the mirror, I look like dirt. I'm everything that's wrong on this earth. Might as well eat that pork. You know what I'm saying? This is what's destroying us, man. The number one issue, like I mentioned before, is the Christian church, man. That's the number one issue. All right. I'm gonna speed through these. It says, is that an example of our spirits bearing witness, not wanting to give up, i.e., pork? Yeah, you can say that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you have a conscience of knowing that you should not be doing this, you know what I'm saying, then that is your spirit telling you, that is coming from the Most High telling you not to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? If you can hear the words and realize brothers like Austin the Shock and all the brothers that prophesied this truth, and you can, feel and see, I am a Jew. I am an Israelite. I shouldn't be doing this thing. And guess what? That is your spirit bearing witness, man. You know what I'm saying? And you should follow what your spirit is telling you to do, or else you're going to die of high blood pressure, man. You know what I'm saying? Also, Atazab said, and then we wonder why we only get love from each other when we die. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Right? Don't nobody gave a damn about Takeoff until he died. All right? Don't nobody give a damn about no Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian until he's a dead nigga. You know what I'm saying? The reason why people is riding around with your T-shirt on for your cousin and had everybody's saying long live this person for your loved ones is because that nigga is dead. You know what I'm saying? When that nigga was alive, nobody told him, don't do this because I love you, because I want you to see you live. Stop doing this because I want to see you live. Nobody was telling him to do that. But as soon as he dies, long live such and such. All of y'all is hypocrites in that church, man. You know what I'm saying? And here we are serving God to live, not to die. Because when we die, we don't go to heaven. You know what I'm saying? Our heaven, we pray for it to be established right here on earth while we are alive. I want to experience it while I'm alive, Nashak. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. I want to be free to be a nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what it feels like to go outside, music blasting, grills, steaks on a grill. You know what I'm saying? Sisters walking around, everybody hair braided, fringes blowing in the wind, and be free to do so, man. That's what I want to experience on this earth, man. Without no racist police oppressing us, man. All right, so let's get 14 and 12 real quick before this man. He gonna be able to kick me out in like 2 seconds.
What you
14 and 12.
Salakia? What was that?
Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 12.
Con, sir. 14 and 12. Yes, sir. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and 12.
Damn right.
For the vision, Salakia. Devising, Salakia. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication.
Read that one more time to make it loud and clear.
Con. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 12. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication.
This is the number one issue. This is the beginning of all our problems. This is what started it all. From you laying down and pledging your allegiance to these other gods. Any more on that?
Con.
Go ahead.
And the invention of them, the corruption of life.
That's it.
Con.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is why we're so corrupt, so destroyed. We should not follow any form of religion, but yet we should build a nation of laws that's governed by God. All right. Anything you want to end with?
Oh, Salaki, sir. I mean, what you said, if I may.
God, if you could make it quick, because homeboy about to toss me out.
I mean, that's it, sir. Just one.
Nah, go ahead, get down.
No, what you said a few minutes ago about nobody, when Takeoff died, then they say they want to say, man, he should live long or whatever. Made me think about scriptures in the Bible when they said, long live the king. They would give him counsel. They would give him counsel while he was alive, so he would live long. You know what I mean?
Right.
They say, long live the king, and give him counsel. But we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't say long live, you know what I mean? We don't say long live Takeoff till he's dead, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
We didn't give Takeoff good counsel so he wouldn't get shot at a crap game at some place, you know, that he's not from or whatever, you know what I mean?
Damn right. Damn right,
it.
man. You know what I'm saying? Do it while you can. Get rid
Right.
of your idols. Throw away that Caesar bullshit. Throw away your rosaries, all that, man. Get rid of that, man. So we can live on this earth, not die. You know what I'm saying? So damn right, man. Big up Austin the shot. You know what I'm saying? Isupk Tampa in the building. Everybody in the chat, all the brothers and sisters, man. Big up to all of y'all. Passover, you already know, North Carolina, man. Class will continue on the same channel tomorrow. Austin the shot will be on. That, man. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, sir. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahweh Shalom.
Come.